right, if you could all please find your seats, we're going to get started.
Pretty happy guy. Thursday, right? Yeah. Work out here for me.
Thank you. I just got it.
You've already done it.
Right behind my back. Somewhere. Gotta turn it off otherwise. Mess up the sound. Turn it off.
What?
All right, good morning, Pajaro Valley High School community. Thank you all for being here today and memorializing the much anticipated completion of the athletic fields. My name is Allison Uzawa and I'm the Certificated Director of Human Resources for PVUSD. But in case you didn't know, I'm also the former principal, assistant principal, PE teacher, and varsity girls basketball coach. And I'm extremely honored to be here with all of you today. So I'd first like to welcome Concha to the stage. Just kidding. I would first like to begin with welcoming our honored guests. PVUSD Board of Trustees, Board President Karen Osmundson, Board Vice President Daniel Dodge Jr., Trustee Kim DeSerpa, Trustee Jennifer Holm, Trustee Maria Orozco, and Trustee Jennifer Shopper. I'd also like to introduce from the district our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Michelle Rodriguez, our Student Leadership Team of Pajaro Valley High School, our Pajaro Valley Federation of Teachers President Francisco Rodriguez, our Classified School Employees Association President Leticia Orpesa, our state representatives, Congressmember Jimmy Panetta, Assemblymember Mark Stone, Assemblymember Robert Rivas, and from our City Council, Watsonville City Mayor Francisco Estrada, City Council Member Lowell Hurst, City Council Member Trina Kaufman, City Council Member Aurelio Gonzalez, and Watsonville City Manager Matt Huffaker. And from the County Office of Education, our County Office of Education Superintendent Dr. Ferris Sabah, and COE Board Member Abel Sanchez. And our former Board of Trustees for PVUSD in attendance with us today is former Trustee Willie Yahiro, former Trustee Jeff Orsino, former Trustee and member of the PVUSD's Pajaro Valley Education Foundation, Leslie DeRose, former Trustee and member of the Measure L Bond Citizens Oversight Committee, Doug Keegan. I'm almost done. And then we'd like to also extend a thank you to the following. Our founding PVHS Principal, Pancho Rodriguez, who as you saw come up. Our former PVUSD Assistant Superintendent, Murray Scheckman. Our former PVUSD Associate Superintendent, Terry McHenry. Our partner and constant supporter, George Au Jr. Our District Director, Congressmember Panetta's office, Kathleen Lee. Our Field Representative, Assemblymember Rivas' office, Stephen Jimenez. And District Director, Assemblymember Stone's office, Maureen McCarty. And then we'd also, from our Bond Oversight Committee, Bill Beecher. So if you want to give them all a round of applause for being here today, we really appreciate it. So before we begin with our list of speakers and honorary guests today, we'd like everyone to rise and for the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you'll please repeat after me or with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you so much. You may be seated. So to begin our event, I would like to welcome up to the podium our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Michelle Rodriguez.
So today is a day of celebration. Today is a day of equity for our students, specifically equity for our Pajaro Valley High School students, to ensure that they have the facilities that they need. Today is a day that we honor the long-established commitment that the board and community put forth to finish PVHS facilities, to provide our students, our staff, and our community with all the facilities deserving of a comprehensive high school. So I want to thank the Board of Trustees, both the past and the present, for their perseverance and determination to finish this project. It's been a long time coming, for providing me with the direction to work alongside the Watsonville Pilots Association and the City of Watsonville to make this a reality. So the board committed $3.9 million of one-time funds over and above the Measure L monies in an effort to prove that we would in fact follow up with our promise of building these facilities. So I appreciate their dedication and determination to make that happen. I also want to thank the Watsonville Pilot Association for working alongside the district to create the settlement that actually allowed this construction to begin. And a thank you to the City of Watsonville and the City Council for supporting our efforts to get the permits and the processes that we needed to make this a reality. And then finally, thank you to all the elected officials. As we were putting forth all of our permits through whether it was CDE or the Department of State Architects, we had our elected officials that are here today helping to support, to push those approvals through as quickly as possible. But most importantly, I want to thank the students that are here today. So we have the leadership team from PVHS here, because they not only showed grit, but also advocacy for themselves. They made sure that we were never going to forget on the commitment that we made to them. And so we're here today to say we did it, and we did it together. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rodriguez. I would now like to welcome up to the podium our board president, Karen Osmondson.
Actually, I feel like I'm just here to say how grateful I am. That's what I'm here for. And I'm here to say how grateful I am for Dr. Rodriguez. I'm here to say I'm grateful for Victor Sandoval. Where is he? I'm grateful for the city. I'm grateful for Allison Nizawa and Pablo, our former principals of this high school. I'm grateful to our board and former board members. And I'm specifically grateful, I will have to say this, I am specifically grateful to, and I have to put my fist up, to the students, and the former students of this high school, Pajaro Valley High School. To the students, we should clap. And I am grateful to all those that have been mentioned, maybe even by Michelle, Dr. Rodriguez, who have fought to make sure this has happened. It would have been wonderful if this had happened a long time ago, but it is happening today. So thank you.
Thank you, President Osmondson. I would now like to welcome to the podium our Vice President of the Board, Daniel Dodge Jr. You're going to be a doctor today.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here today. It is an important day for the city of Watsonville, the Pajaro Valley Unified School District, and for the students of Pajaro Valley. Thank you, Congressmember Panetta, for being here today, Assemblymember Mark Stone, former Assemblymember John Laird. We are honored to have you here today to see what makes the citizens of the Pajaro Valley one of the most dedicated people in the Monterey Bay. For 150 years, our students have been Native American, Chinese, Japanese, Portuguese, Italians, Croatians, Spanish, Filipinos, Jewish, Danish, Greek, Muslim, Hindu, Irish, and of German descent. For generations, the Pajaro Valley School District has enrolled in armed forces for many generations. Some probably fought even giving their lives during World War II, Europe, the South Pacific, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan. Even up to this day, our students choose to wear the uniform of our country. But one thing they all had in common was before they left for their duties to protect our valley and country, there were Grizzlies, there were Mariners, and there were Watsonville Wildcats. Currently, the Pajaro Valley Unified School District has 20,000 students, 3,000 employees, 5 high schools, 6 middle schools, and 14 elementary schools. Every Monday through Friday, our children, teachers, bus drivers, custodians, maintenance workers, kitchen staff, crossing guards, and guidance counselors wake up and do their best for our students every day. This is a very special day, not just for me, but for the city of Watsonville, our Board of Trustees, current and past, and future generations of the Pajaro Valley High School parents and students. It is an honor for me to be here today with all of you. To stand here as a voice for our children is the highest honor a person can be tasked with. Since 2004, the children of the Pajaro Valley High School practiced on the home turf of rival schools and even their own parking lot. Their home games were actually away games. Many legal obstacles remained after the field was approved, but today we stand here, this ceremony, to say not anymore. The students have a place for their teams to call their own. For the few past days, I pondered what it meant to me to attend a local high school here in the PVOSD that had its own field. and I remember it was a very important of my education process. I played football for 1 year, and I remember when we took the field, we touched a rock to pay homage to the field, to the person who was named after, the field was named after. Even though we weren't good that year, there was no better feeling to go out in your school's colors and representing the letters as well in front of your home crowd. It's just an awesome feeling to be with your friends, hanging out in your own field, especially on homecoming night. So thank you, Superintendent Dr. Michelle Rodriguez, for pushing the completion of this athletic field. Thank you, past Watsonville City Council members, for advocating for this field. And thank you, taxpayers, for voting for Measure L in 2012, which allowed not for only completion of this field, but for upgrades, repairs, and new construction on existing schools throughout the Pajaro Valley Unified School District. But before I finish up, I would like to commend Trustee Willie Yahiro. He has always been a strong supporter of athletics, and he was instrumental to the passage of Measure L, which allowed us to build this field. I'd like to thank you for all your years as a student at Watsonville High, your time as a coach, and all the years you put into being a trustee for the Pajaro Unified School District. Thank you very much for letting me be here.
Thank you, Vice President Dodge. I would now like to welcome up Trustee Maria Orozco.
Good morning, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here today. Like many of you, I've been waiting for this day for a long time. And here we are. It's really a day to celebrate. This is an exciting time for our Pajaro Valley High School students. And we have a lot of people to thank for making the construction of the PV High School field possible. First, I would like to thank our community and those individuals who voted for and invested their time and energy in making sure our Measure L bond passed. Because of their support, the passing of this measure has served as a funding mechanism for the renovation of our schools across the district and for projects such as the PV High School field. We also value the strong partnership we've built with our community stakeholders in the process of getting this project approved. I want to thank the Pilots Association and the City of Watsonville and council members for supporting our efforts in moving this project forward. I also want to extend my sincere gratitude to our students for their advocacy. Thank you for your emails, your phone calls, your letters, the town hall meetings, your attendance at city council meetings, at school board meetings, but most importantly for your patience. This really has been a long process. Thank you for keeping the momentum going, and congratulations on your field. And to our special guests and everyone present here today, thank you for taking the time to make this groundbreaking ceremony a success. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Orozco. I'd like to now welcome up Congressmember Jimmy Panetta.
Thank you, Allison. I appreciate the introduction. Dr. Rodriguez, the trustees, the board, the community members, the electeds, but most importantly, the students. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to address you at this momentous occasion where it is not the completion, but the start of something big. And that is the construction of this athletic field. Now, I can tell you, I did not go to high school here. I went to high school down in Carmel, at Carmel High. And I can tell you that each time I drive down Highway 1, as many of you have, and looked off to the left and seen the sports field there, each time I do that, I have a lot of great memories about my time on that field as an athlete, because I learned a lot of good things on that field, as many of you will here on this field. Some of the memories that I have basically are lessons that I believe many people, not just locally, but nationally, should learn as well, such as to be a good winner as well, not just a good loser, but to be a good winner. I'll never forget when I scored my first touchdown, and obviously very excited that I did that on the football team, my only touchdown. But my coach approached me as I was kind of having convulsions on the field of how happy I was, and basically said to me, act like you've been there before. And I think that's a lesson that there's a lot of people could learn today as well. The second lesson I'll never forget is to not be distracted and to not react sometimes. I'll never forget, we were playing a team that we like to beat quite often. And I'll say it because of my district director who went to that high school. We went to PG High. We were playing PG High. And I'll never forget, after a tackle, getting up from that tackle, and one of their players pushed me. And what did I do? I reacted, and I pushed him back. But guess who got the 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct? I did, because I reacted when I shouldn't have. And these days, there's a lot of things being said, a lot of tweets that are being tweeted, where you have to realize there are times where you need to react, but there are also times you don't need to react. And I understood that based on that simple lesson that I learned by playing sports on my athletic field at Carmel High. And it's from those lessons that I can tell you as to why I'm standing here in front of you. Because I not just played sports on that high school, on that field, but I graduated on that field. And it was during that graduation that I realized that it's time to pivot from athletics to academics. And it made me realize that it's time to kind of get straight and make that move. And I can tell you, because of that lesson learned after walking across that stage and receiving my diploma, I'm standing here in front of you. And I know that these are lessons that many of the students will have here, not just today, but going forward. And it's those lessons that will not only benefit you, I believe it's those lessons that our students will learn that will benefit our community. And so I realize that this is a groundbreaking, but I also understand how important it is to have this type of ceremony for this groundbreaking. Yes, because everything that you have done to get to this point, but more importantly, because of the benefits that this field will provide, not just you, not just this high school, but this entire community. And so congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Congressmember Panetta. I'd now like to welcome up Assemblymember Mark Stone.
Thank you. Wow. Pajaro Valley High, a high school that could. Think about where we are. Think about what this ground is. This is environmentally sensitive habitat. This is in the coastal zone. This high school, by some measure, couldn't even be here. But for the hard work of a lot of folks who came together to get the coastal development permit to make sure that we could build a high school where it needed to be and serve the community of Watsonville. Now, roll forward a few years to complete this high school and to make sure that it has all the facilities high school have, which is athletic fields. And again, Pajaro Valley High School, a little bit of a fight to get this in place. Because not only are we dealing with sensitive habitats here, but we also have a regional treasure that's very close by, and that's the airport. And there are significant concerns about being able to safely operate an airport around a high school. Right? We know what those challenges were. But by bringing people together, Dr. Rodriguez and others, and making sure that all of those needs are met, guess what? We're here now. A few years later than I think everybody would have hoped when Measure L passed. But we're here now, breaking ground on sports fields. And sports fields, make no mistake, are classrooms. This is a classroom that we are developing here. And PV High is unique because not only are the classrooms in the physical structure now going to be here on the ball fields, but everywhere around here, the wetlands, the habitats, these are all classrooms. That's what's baked into what Pajaro Valley High School is. It's an environmental learning center. It's a place for kids to understand their place in the community and their place in our environment. Pajaro Valley High is a very special place. So it's fitting to make sure that we have a well-rounded high school with all of the resources that every high school should have, and that means athletic fields, to be able to have graduations, to have ball games, to have home games, to be able to celebrate all things that are high schools in the state of California. So congratulations on getting this far. It hasn't been easy, but for this high school, I think nothing's really been easy. And we have to thank many others in the past, like Fred Keeley, who was the one that ensured that we could get the coastal development permit. The city council, who owns that coastal development permit, the school district for their determination and their willingness, and then the Pilots Association for understanding the value that fields like this represent and how that broadens the community, just as having a resource like the airport broadens our community as well. So congratulations on being here. I look forward to the first home games being played and the ceremonies that will come on these fields. Thank you.
Thank you, Assemblymember Mark Stone. I'd now like to welcome up Assemblymember Robert Rivas and Gina Cole.
It's great to be here. Great to work with my new colleague, Mark Stone. You know, this is our spring break, and spring break for me is, I had dealt with my my 3-year-old daughter who was sick all evening. You know, I get no sleep. I get no sleep in Sacramento when we're there. Now I get no sleep when I get home, and then I got to take my, I had to take her to her grandmother's house this morning. So, but nonetheless, it is great to be here, and I can't say much more than what was already said. I want to thank Superintendent Rodriguez. I want to thank the trustees. Certainly, this is a long time coming. And if it's one thing I'm from San Benito County, and we're going through these same renovations, incredible improvements to our high school. You know, I worked at San Benito High School prior to being elected to the assembly, and the one thing I noticed in coming back to the school that I had graduated from is that nothing had changed. Classrooms were the same, no ACs, athletic fields were the same, dirt track. But to see the changes that are going on in San Benito County, I'm encouraged. And to be here really is a very positive thing. And I say that because if it's one thing I've learned in Sacramento my first few months there's a lot of wealth in this state. We're a wealthy state. We're on the verge of becoming the 4th largest economy in the world. We live miles from the Silicon Valley, probably the largest concentration of wealth anywhere in the world, right there, just down the road. But it seems like year after year we go through these debates in California about what is the proper level of funding for our schools. And when you look at, why I'm encouraged, when you look at these facilities, every student in the state deserves to attend a school with these types of tracks and, classrooms, state-of-the-art classrooms, and having that technology in the classrooms. And so certainly, the greatest thing we can do at the state level is make sure that our schools have the resources to educate the future of this state, which is our students. Making sure that we're supporting our teachers, we're supporting our students, that we're doing everything we can to make sure we have the resources in our communities for our students. Because when we do that, not only is this a good thing for our students, but it's a great thing for our communities because it brings us together and it generates a tremendous amount of wealth for our communities. Because we can become stronger and we become more, just a great place not only to learn but to play as well. On the weekends and all these recreational opportunities that we have for our communities. So again, it is an honor to be here. I look forward to the project, and hopefully I'll be here with Mr. Stone, and we can celebrate together. So thanks so much.
Thank you, Assemblymember Rivas. I'd now like to welcome up City Manager of Watsonville, Matt Huffaker.
Well, it's an honor to be part of this exciting day and celebrate the groundbreaking of Pajaro Valley High School's home athletic field. It's no secret, as you've already heard this morning, that this project faced many hurdles and challenges along the way. But through community partnership and perseverance, including the Watsonville City Council, the school district, the Watsonville Pilots Association, today we break ground on PV High's first home field. As a former student athlete, I know how important it is to have a home field, to have a place for students and the community to come together and root for their home team, a place for athletes to learn the importance of hard work, leadership, and teamwork, and a place for families to gather and celebrate the accomplishments of their students when they come together for graduation. In many respects, the athletic field serves as the heart of the school. So today, as a community, I look forward to a future of hard-fought games, community celebrations, and the sound of the students cheering on their fellow students at their home field. And so let me be the first to say, on the field, go Grizzlies!
Thank you, City Manager Huffaker. I would now like to welcome up the proud principal of Pajaro Valley High School, Mr. Matt Levy.
Good morning to all our esteemed guests, and especially to the student representatives of our Grizzly Associated student body. Thank you guys for being here. And welcome to Pajaro Valley High School. My name is Matt Levy, and I'm the proud and honored principal of Pajaro Valley High School, home of the Grizzlies. I welcome you all to our beautiful campus here at the edge of the Watsonville wetlands and this unique natural habitat. Our students, staff, and the Watsonville community use this campus and the surrounding area daily for study, research, observation, and to simply be present in nature. It is truly a gift to be a Grizzly. Today, we all are here to recognize that the addition of these new athletic facilities to our campus will create more dreams and opportunities for our students and community. Grizzly athletes have been competitive and have earned many accolades throughout the last 15 years of competition. They have had great success. Their future dreams and opportunities are what these new facilities are all about. Their dreams are of exciting and challenging competitions on their own campus with many firsts. I'm excited to witness these firsts, and even more excited that these first accomplishments on their home field will be made by some of our current students. And most importantly, they will compete for them on their home turf. How exciting will it be to watch Lattice Silva run the first touchdown on this field? I'm ready to cheer. I'm excited to watch our talented boys and girls Grizzly soccer teams come out on this field to warm up for the first time, proudly wearing their PV home colors on their home field, and then see Jasmine Castillo score the first goal. I'm ready to cheer. It will be incredible to witness Ana Ariza and the Grizzly girls 4x400 relay team set the first fastest relay time from those stands that are right behind you, soon to be behind you, and watch Brian Olivares Vargas set the first fastest mile time here. I'm ready to cheer. I'm excited to see and hear our future Grizzly marching band entertaining the crowd out on the field during halftime. I'm ready to cheer. I'm excited to watch our ASB students put on their first school rally, believe it or not, out here on our home field. I'm ready to cheer for you guys. I'm ready to cheer for all the hopes and dreams that will be fulfilled with this project, and they are now within reach. I couldn't be more lucky and proud that myself and so many Grizzly students, parents, staff, and community members will get to witness these firsts happen right here on our home field. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Levy. So from the Watsonville Pilots Association, Sarah Chavot, but speaking on her behalf is Gina Cole.
Good morning. Thank you for having us. On behalf of Sarah Chavot and the Watsonville Pilots Association, we would like to extend our congratulations to Pajaro Valley High School Grizzlies on the groundbreaking of their new sports complex. The Watsonville Pilots Association members have been advocating for this in this place for many years. We are looking forward to the opening game, and maybe we can arrange a flyby for you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Cole. So in closing, as many up here know what it's like to be a student athlete. I enjoyed playing basketball for my school of SoCal High, and I have written and spoken in front of many people advocating for the completion of this school. So in writing and saying what I was going to say today, I was like, I don't have to lament about how long it's been because we're here. So I'm super excited. I am proud of all students that have come and gone through these halls, and I you know, as Matt mentioned about many accomplishments that our sports and our athletic programs have completed or accomplished, and all doing that on the road. And so watch out, because we now have a home field and we're coming for you. So thank you so much. So now is the hard hats and shovels. So if everyone that's on stage would mind grabbing their hard hat and come down to the piece of dirt. Everyone has put it on.